Hi, boys and girls. All right, this is the last lesson I'm doing today. And what I did is we're going to do some pages in this St. Patrick's Day packet. And then when I was looking for that, I realized that we hadn't done this book. Now, this book is super easy. You just have to read and color it. And it has really easy words in it. It says, I see March. So let's start by putting her name. I'm going to write Mrs. Jenkins. And it's just like that January and February book I gave you. So what do you think we're going to see in March? Ooh, I like this one. I see a clover. I'm going to trace that and then I'll color it. Okay, on the second page it says, I see a leprechaun. I'm going to trace it and I'm going to color it. On the next page it says, I see a hat. A leprechaun hat. I'm going to trace it and color it. Oh, I love rainbows. I see a rainbow. I'm going to trace it and color it. And the last page says, I see a pot of gold. Too bad it didn't have another page in there we could write our own, right? I might say, let's see, what would I say? Maybe I see a kite, okay? All right, so trace it and color it. Now I do want to show you something super fast. Let me get this. Okay, I got my book box that is full. The last book I put in there was this one that we made last week. Oh, and then I have my Y book in there. I'm bringing this back to school with me. Okay, and you guys can see, you don't have to bring yours. I'll leave them at home because then you can read. Now, when you're done coloring this, make sure you write it on your March reading log, okay? You just write, I see March. And then you guys can hang on to that and bring it back to me the first week of school. And I'll put the awards on it. And then you'll actually physically get that award and some kind of a coupon. So I'm going to put that in there. And then I'm going to show you there are a couple pages left in here. This is what I want you to do today. This is going to be your assignment, but I'm going to go over the directions for these last two pages. I'm going to tell you what. If you guys want to do these, you can. If you don't want to, if they look too hard for you, that's okay. This is actually kind of challenging. This is going to be for my good readers, okay? And when I put those in there, I thought they did look a little hard, but I thought that might be really good for some of you guys, right? It says leprechaun. We're going to read the story. So listen, there's so many sight words in here. This is a leprechaun. His name is Max. He lost his pot of gold. The pot is black. Can you help him find it? Now, there's some questions here. And remember our sight word what? What is the leprechaun's name? Who remembers? The leprechaun's name is Max. So I'm going to write a whole sentence, and you guys could do that. Or if you want to just say Max, that's okay. The leprechaun's name. You know what? It's not going to fit. It's such a long sentence. I'm just going to say Max. What's the leprechaun's name? His name is Max. How about that? His name is Max. And I'm going to start Max with a capital M. That used to be my doggy's name. Don't forget your period. Okay. What did Max lose? Do you guys remember what he lost? He lost his pot of gold. He lost, I'm just going to use one finger space, his. Now, I love these complete sentences, but parents, if that's too hard and they just want to say pot of gold, that would be fine. He lost his pot of gold. What it is just getting information from this story and trying to remember the things that we read. Okay, what color is Max's pot? Did you guys hear me say that? It says the pot is black. I'm just going to copy that sentence from there. The pot is B-L-A-C-K, spells black. And I can't wait to go back and color that. Okay, so I answered the three questions and I used complete sentences, but if you just want to say black, what did he lose? Pot of gold. What's his name? Max. That would be okay with me. Okay, now this is kind of a fun one. This was the very last page in here. I'm going to read this. It is a little story, and then we're going to look at these pictures and say, what happened first in the story? What happened next? What happened at the end? at the end it says finally. So let's read it. The leprechaun put on a show. First, he sang a silly song. Next, played a tune on the fiddle. Then he did a funny dance. Finally, he waved goodbye. Now, I will tell you, parents, if you guys are watching, this really is, first grade. We do a lot of that in first grade. They do a lot of that where they're writing little paragraphs and they use the word first, next, then, finally. It makes the kids be able to sequence the events. So I don't care, parents, you can read that to them. I'll read it again, and then you're going to put these little pictures in order. What did the leprechaun do first? So let's take a look at these before I cut him out. Oh, right there, it looks like he's doing a little dance. I see he's playing the fiddle. He's singing a little tune. See the musical notes? And right here, he's waving. Well, we know that one's going to be last. He waves goodbye at the very end. So let's cut them up. Maybe mix them up a little bit. And I'm going to go back and read it again. The leprechaun put on a show. First, he sang a silly song. Well, I'm going to do this right now. I'm going to put the silly song where he's reading. I'm going to put that first, and then I won't forget. So I got the one with the musical notes, and I'm going to glue it down here. I'll show you when I'm all done. Okay, next, played a tune on the fiddle. So let's find that fiddle. Fiddly diddle. All right. Hey, there we go. Then, we're right here. Then he did a funny dance. Here he is doing a silly dance. And the last one says, finally, he waved goodbye. What happened to the one? There he is. There we go. And so we just have the story. We put the story in order with the pictures. First, he sang a funny song. Then he played his fiddle. Then he did a funny dance. Finally, he waved goodbye. All right, so boys and girls, you know what? I want you to do the book, and then if you want to just do those extra pages for fun, we are done with distance learning, so I don't need any of those these packets back. You just hang on to those packets, and that is it. My final video, hopefully for the whole year, other than maybe just some fun stuff that we'll put on there. All right, bye-bye. Can't wait to see you guys April 5th.